Welcome back to a new video. So I'm recording the next little series of videos on the trade deadline. It looks like the Guardians have traded two guys already and might trade Stephen Kwan. I haven't seen anything confirming about that, but seems to be on the trading block, which based on the fact that we lost, Luis Ortiz wasn't really that good of a pitcher, or he was pitching pretty mid. So losing him wasn't a bad thing, but losing him in a Colossi the rest of the year kind of puts the Guardians in a really bad spot. So unfortunately, another year as being a Cleveland fan means not a lot happening for us. Even if we make the playoffs, we can't really go too far. But we are playing Minnesota today, and we are going to use the same strategy of taking pitches until we get to two strikes. Because apparently that is the key strategy. Full count, swings away, and gets a single. He's at 107 stolen bases, 108. See if he gets to 109. Oh, it's a throwing error. Okay, so I guess that works out, and he gets a 109, so he does get to that. Sal Frelick is going to take to a 3-1 count, 3-2 count, and he's going to hit a single. So not only have we worked at two full counts, we have two base hits from both those guys, so can't really have a much better start. A second throwing error by the catcher. So Sal gets a stolen base. Ryan Jeffers is having a rough day with two errors already. We're going to take until two strikes, and he's going to strike out swinging. So we do have a run across. It's time for Spencer to come in clutch here. It's a 2-0 count, a 3-0 count, and he gets walked there. Jonathan Randa's turn. He's going to take ball one, take for ball two, take strike one, take strike two, and swing away. And he's going to get walked. So who is this pitcher that is struggling? Chris Paddock. I feel like he's not that bad of a pitcher, but he is not having a very good start to this game. 2-1 count, 2-2 count, and it is going to be a double play. So a lot of noise for only one run. So unfortunate for us. But we do get one run across. Taj is back on the bump with his 4.58 ERA, 6-4 record. He's going to give up a triple to start off this game, immediately give back the run that he got, and then roll a double play and get out of that inning. So they also get two hits. So unfortunately, we only have that lead for as long as it took us to get Taj onto the mound. Parker Meadows is going to take it to a full count, and he's going to get walked there. So now it is time for him to steal. Still time for him to steal. Again, time for him to steal. There we go. 2-1 count. So again, 2-2 count for Ronnie Mauricio, and he's going to hit a ground ball up the middle. That's going to sneak through a base hit and score the runner. That's why we want to steal bases. So Mauricio has pretty good speed, so we're going to try to steal with him as well. He's too scared to steal, unfortunate, and Dylan Dingler is going to strike out swinging. Chandler Simpson is going to try to, there we go. So that's first pitch strike, second pitch ball, ball two, ball three, and walks him. So now Sal Frelick is back up. The base hit his last time. We're not going to try to steal third with his speed, which isn't that bad, but not good enough for me to risk it. That's going to be a ground out there, unfortunately. So we have two outs. We have two guys in scoring position for Brandon Lowe, who I believe struck out his first at bat. It's another 2-1 count. He's got to be, yeah, he's already at 65 pitches. So we are cooking through their starting pitching, and he's going to ground out there to end inning. So we do take the lead back, but based on what Taj did in the first inning, immediately gets back that run. So Taj is just really disappointing me. I'm like a disappointed father with him. We're giving him support, and he is just not accepting it, giving immediately run. So it's a pretty nice little 1-1-1-1 square. Chris Paddock has 4 walks today, 2 strikeouts. He's up to 71 pitches. Spencer Torkelson is going to strike out swinging, but did work to a full count. So we're continuing to cook through his pitches. And of course, Jonathan Randa is not going to help with that very much. He's at 81. So if we can get a base runner, it might work out. But unfortunately, nothing happening for our offense here. So that means that they probably won't score as well, right? Since it has to be symmetrical, besides the errors and hits, apparently. Parker's going to take ball one. He's going to take ball two. Oh, they already brought in a new pitcher. Oh, that's kind of crazy good. So, yeah, their bullpen's not too bad right now. Like, they have a decent amount of healthy people, but in real life, they just traded Johan Duran. So he's not on their team anymore. Parker Meadows, full count. He's going to hit a single. We'd love to see it. But gets thrown out. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for him. He should have ran faster. All right, Mauricio is going to score, or get the first on a walk with one out. He's too afraid to steal. He does steal second there. We're going to take another pitch by Dylan Dingler, take another pitch, and then he's going to strike out. Unfortunate for him. Chandler Simpson is back up. He takes strike one, takes strike two, and he's going to just stare at strike three. Kind of funny. So now we're tied on hits, so the only thing left for us to do is get a couple of errors to make the scoreboard all symmetrical. Taj is not throwing a ton of pitches, which is nice, so we do have that going for us. He's going to be able to go out for a couple more innings than their pitcher did for sure. Brandon Lowe's going to take the first pitch, strike second, third pitch ball, fourth pitch ball, and he's going to get walked there on a 3-1 count. So Spencer is up. I need to start using the keyboard a little bit more. So 0-2, and he's going to strike out swinging. Jonathan Randa takes ball one, takes ball two, takes ball three, takes strike one, strike two, and he is going to strike out swinging. So nothing happening for us. Taj is at 43 pitches, so we love to see that. Doing pretty decent so far. Besides the 2 runs, he could have a 2-run lead, but he wants to give up hits and runs. So unfortunate for him. Strike one, ball two for Brian Rocchio, 3-1 count for Brian Rocchio, full count, and pop out. Let's see. Oh, they brought in another pitcher. So we are cooking through their bullpen pretty decently. And it's a home run by Parker Meadows, so we'd love to see it. So he's having a fantastic day. I believe he had a single his last at bat over that big green wall over the hitter's eye in center field. So we'd love to see that. Ronnie Mauricio was up. He's been doing pretty well for us since he's been on our team. So I'm definitely happy, especially the position that he plays. It's nice to have a backup shortstop and someone that can kind of play middle infield positions, decent speed, younger player. So it just seems like a perfect fit because Brian Rocchio can't play every single game at shortstop without getting fatigued. So Taj is at 53 pitches. So he's into the 6th inning, gives up a single with 1 out, gets into a double play, or rolls a double play. So they brought in yet another relief pitcher who's going to throw 2 balls. I believe we had Danny earlier this year, and we traded him to Minnesota because he was pitching kind of bad, and he's kind of old, so we don't really need him. But of course, he's going to pitch well against us. 1-2 count, and another strikeout for us. Brandon Lowe's going to take the first 2 pitches for strikes, and then he is going to strike out. Unfortunate for us. So Taj is at 69 pitches. Nice. Only 3 strikeouts today. Only 2 runs given up. Let's see if he can get through this inning. So he walks a guy, walks another guy, gets him out, and unfortunately he's not going to make it through this inning because he wants to walk too many people. So unfortunate for him, but we are going to bring in the lefty matchup with Tim Herron and see if he's able to work through it. Nope. He unfortunately does not. Immediately gives up 2 runs and then gets out of the inning. So he has come in and blown the lead, which, I mean, a lot of it that's Taj for loading up the bases. So unfortunate for us. Now we are at a deficit in the top of the 8th. First 2 pitch strikes, and then Spencer's going to strike out swinging. Jonathan is going to take a strike, take a second pitch strike, and he's going to hit a single here with 1 out, getting the tying run back on base. Brian Rocchio is going to take 1 ball, take a second pitch strike, take a second pitch strike, and then he's going to strike out swinging with a full count. So unfortunate. Parker Meadows hit a home run his last time to give us the lead. It looks like a wild pitch is going to get the tying run into scoring position. Parker Meadows is on 2-1 count, a 3-1 count, probably a full count. No, he actually walks him. So he's pitching around him. They brought in another new pitcher. So they are cooking through their bullpen. It's actually kind of funny. So this is going to help us a lot in the series, even if this game doesn't work out well for us. I didn't mean to. I tried to hit that. I guess that's a single. All right. So bases are loaded here for Dylan Dingler. Ball 1, strike 1, ball 2, strike 2. And does he clutch up? He does not clutch up. So we got all the runners that we needed on base, but unfortunately Dylan is not clutch there. So Tim gave up 2 runs in the last inning. We're just going to let him pitch this inning. 2 outs, and he gets through the 8th inning without any damage. So they're bringing in their closer, Johan Duran, who is now on the Phillies, I think, is who traded for him. So 2-2 count, and it's going to be a pop out. Sal is going to take the first pitch for ball, the second pitch, and the third pitch. 3-1 count, 3-2 count, and he's going to strike out swinging. So this is even strategic because we're not even thinking just about this game. We're playing for the next game in the whole series as well. So Tying run is on first base, first pitch ball, second pitch strike, 2-1 count, 2-2 count, and time for Spencer to clutch up. He unfortunately strikes out there just when we needed him. Unfortunate. Our pitching, Tim Herron, let us down, so we brought him in for the lefty matchup, and he immediately collapsed. So we really don't like to see that, but we got through a lot of their pitching, so it will be interesting to see how the next game of the series goes. I believe we had him. Or no, he's been on their team the whole year. I don't know why I thought I had him. So we, in theory, have a better chance of winning this game because their bullpen is pretty strained right now. We only had to use two pitchers, even though Tim Herron, pitched really poorly. We were able to let some other guys rest. So in theory, let's check their bullpen out when we are in here. So yeah, we've cooked through their bullpen pretty decently. So it looks like they're going to want to bring in Zebi and Huyesker. So we just need to get some guys on base. Get through this first pitcher if we can. 1-1 count, 1-2 count, and he's going to strike out. I suppose that is the risk of waiting to two strikes is a lot of your guys are just going to strike out because they're bad at baseball. Let's 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, and he is going to ground out. So we work some full counts at the very minimum. We're going to see if Drew is able to get through this first inning without any runs. Gives up a walk here with 2 outs, and he's able to work through that just fine. So Simeon's at 17 pitches, which isn't that high of a number, so we need to get him cooking up with some high numbers, and with that leadoff walk, that's exactly what we're going to be trying to do. So 2-0 count, 3-0 count, 3-1, full count, and he hits a single there. So we have two guys on base. He's up to 29 pitches, so he's already on pace to throw more this inning, unless we just hit a triple play or something. It walks another guy, so he is starting to collapse. So this is actually a really good sign for us because it means that we're going to be able to start getting his pitch count up. Full count here with the bases loaded for Parker Meadows, and he's going to hit a grand slam. Oh, this is bad for them. This, if their starting pitcher starts to struggle, because this is the other big thing is like obviously his pitch count, we can get that elevated, but if he starts to just give up hits and stuff, then they're gonna have to take him out anyway, regardless of the pitch count, which I don't think they want to. Dylan is gonna strike out as well, so he has 3 strikeouts ready. Chandler, 1-1 count, 1-2 count, and he's gonna hit a single here, so we'd love to see that. He needs to steal. There he goes. He needs to steal again. He does exactly that. Sal's gonna take a third pitch for a ball. It's a it's a full count. He's going to swing away, and he's unfortunately going to fly out. But we hit a grand slam, so we're up 4 runs. Drew, he has the whole world in front of him. He gives up a single here with 1 out. He gets a strikeout here to get the second out. There's a steal, but that is all they're able to. Oh, no, they hit a base hit. Man, I thought that was a third out. All right, he gives up a run. That's unfortunate. But Brandon Lowe is up here. He's at 62 pitches through 2 innings, so that was a lot more pitches in that inning. Is what through 45 pitches thereabouts. So yeah, he threw a lot in that second inning, and it looks like he is towards the end of his stamina because he's getting to more and more full counts. Even though we're popping out, we're making him throw as many pitches as we can. They did not want to go into their bullpen yet. That's back-to-back full counts. So even if we go 1-2-3, he's up to 76 pitches, and a base on ball. So that's actually gonna be pretty rough for him. So that's gonna get him to 85 pitches, or get him close to 85. Gets to 84 since it was a 3-pitch strikeout. Drew needs to continue to cook. He has a 3-run lead, had a 4-run lead, but gave up a run. He pitches another scoreless inning. So Simeon is at 84 pitches, so this very well could be his last inning, and we might be able to get him out of the inning if we're able to get a couple of hits. And Parker Meadows is going to start that on a good note by getting a leadoff single here. And he's able to steal second. Mauricio is behind on an 0-2 count, and he's going to fly out there. So we do have a guy in scoring position still for Dylan. He's going to take the first pitch strike, second pitch ball, third pitch strike, and he's going to swing away and strike out looking. So unfortunately, we're not able to move that runner up. Ball 1, ball 2, ball 3, strike 1, strike 2, and let's see if he's able to get a hit. He is not. So we get a guy in scoring position, but unfortunately not able to get him in. So 1 out single, We get 2 outs, and it looks like that is going to be a base hit there, but we are able to throw out the runner from first, trying to advance to second to get the third out of the inning. So Simeon is at 103 pitches, so we don't need to swing. He's just going to be walking people. Yeah. So they brought in a new pitcher. We're going to steal second, take the first pitch strike, take another pitch for a strike, swing away, and he's going to fly out. So we have another guy in scoring position with no outs to see if we can actually advance him this time. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, full count, and a fly out. Let's also check their bullpen because they got to be hurting a little bit. So yeah, they brought in Hayasker, so I imagine they're going to try to bring in Zebi there, and then kind of just being a tough spot. But Drew is pitching pretty well right now. So we have a 3-run lead, so we're going to continue to give him opportunities to stay in and eat some innings for us. And a 2-run home run, so we are moving right along. So, I mean, despite losing the last game, you can kind of see that things are going better. And this is the long game that I guess I'm trying to do more in the series, and we're having a little bit more success. So even if we lose a game, then we can push their bullpen to be used a lot more. So another single there by Brian Rocchio. Or Brian Rocchio gets a third. That was Parker Meadows. He's going to steal second. We're going to tell him to steal second again. And I guess he doesn't want to swing or doesn't want to steal. Unfortunate. So we are just going to let him swing away, which is going to actually work out well. Throwing error to first. So we still have 2 guys on base. We're going to try for the double steal. Too afraid to steal. Again, too afraid to steal. So now Dylan Dingler has to swing away. We get 3 more across, so he has a 6-run cushion. So we're just going to continue to let him deal. He hits a 2-run home run. I'm not worried about that. Gives up a double. We're just going to continue to leave him in. Really just want him to get through some of these innings. So he gets the second out of the inning and does get the third out. So he does give up the 3 that we just got back, but still has a 3-run lead. We might have to bring in someone else for him, though. Looks like it's going to be a walk for Chandler Simpson, which is the worst thing that you can do for him because it's like guaranteed stolen bases. 0-2 count for Sal Frelick, and he is going to hit a double there, which is going to score Chandler Simpson and put him on second base. So Brandon Lowe is up. Did they bring it? Oh, they brought in Zebi. So now we're batting against their last or their highest energy relief pitcher. And so let's see what he's able to do. So it could honestly like make the last game of the series that we play against teams, if for a typical 3-game series, just devastatingly difficult for them to manage. Spencer is going to strike out swinging. So even though these guys are striking out swinging, they're working these full counts, which we love to see. Swing away, buddy. So unfortunate. We do get a run across. Drew's at 107 pitches, so we're going to have to take him out. 4 runs in 5 innings is not too great, but not much we're going to be able to do about that. So there's a couple different options that we can bring in. I think we want to go ahead and bring in Pedro and let him hopefully work through some innings. Ideally, he would just pitch the rest of the game. Zebi is still up. He's at 24 pitches. We need to get him cooking through. It looks like he's going to get a 3-pitch strikeout, which is not good for us. So 1-1 count, 2-1, 2-2. And he does walk Parker Meadows, who is very scared to steal. Yeah, again, scared to steal. Again, to steal second base. You're fast enough. There he goes. It's like he's so scared to stealing, which ended up not mattering because Ronnie got walked. Dylan Dingler's up with a chance to drive in a run. It's a 1-1 count, 2-1, 2-2, and he's going to. Ooh, it's a wild pitch. So it's a full count now for Dylan Dingler with guys on second and third with less than 2 outs. He's going to clutch by hitting an error or hitting into an error. So he's going to get to first base, and they have to bring in a new pitcher. So, or actually, they had already brought a new pitcher. I didn't realize they did that. So Chandler's going to take ball 1, strike 1, ball 2, ball 3, and he's going to get walked there. And so the bases are loaded for Sal Frelick. He's going to take strike 1, immediately take strike 2, and he is going to ground out there. And it looks like they're going to get the force out at home. Bases are still loaded for our cleanup hitter, who's, I guess, batting third right now, so not technically a cleanup hitter today. Let's see if he can swing away, and he is not. So we do get another run across. We got Pedro Avila, a 5-run cushion. So we're going to hope that he is just able to cook through the rest of this game. Jorge Alcala is at towards the end of his stamina. Yeah, like we're cooking through their bullpen. Our strategy will not change because we're thinking about the next game as well. Fly out 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, full count, and he's going to fly out as well. So they have Cole Sands brought in now. 1-1 count, 1-2 count, swings away. So a quick inning for them. Minnesota is going to get another chance to get at Pedro Avila, but he is cooking right through him, although he gives up an error. We have 3 errors. There's 5 errors today. That's kind of crazy. All right, Pedro, you need to... Oh, he's at 44. No wonder he stinks. So we are at our third pitcher, but that's all right. I kind of want to just throw Tim in there just to balloon his ERA even more, but we are going to actually try to put in a good pitcher. So we're going to bring in, I guess, Phil. He's at 100%. He's at 2 outs. Brian Buxton is up, and he's going to give up 3 runs. So unfortunate, but they do get 3 more. We still have a 2-run cushion. So Pedro gave up a bunch of runs because he started to get tired. Unfortunate for him. They have Cole Sands still in, 2-0 count, 2-1 count, 3-1 count, and he walks him. We're going to have him steal second. It's a 1-0 count. So Ronnie Mauricio has a runner in scoring position with no outs. They are pretty struggling there with the bullpen. So they're probably going to bring in Danny, would be my guess, but we don't swing at pitches. Ronnie's going to ground out there. Does not advance the runner. Dylan is up here. It's a 2-0 count, 3-0. 3-1, full count, and he's going to pop out there with a full count. So they did bring in Danny there. So it looks like the AI just kind of goes based off the total energy. Chandler Simpson is going to strike out looking, so unfortunate for him. So we're in the bottom of the ninth. Now, because our pitching has been pretty poor at different points, we can actually bring in our closer and let him get everyone out. Gets the first out, the second out, and it looks like that's going to be the last out. That was a weird animation. Hit off the pitcher, it looks like. So thankfully, despite giving up 7 runs, our offense did enough, and we had a lot of walks. I mean, let's look at our team. We had 9 walks as a team. So I feel like, is there a way for me to look up the statistic for that? So we're going to try to do that. So we're going to see statistics, team statistics, and we're at sortable, but we don't want these ones. Team batting statistics, and I guess we just look for our division. So let's see. So walks, we are second in the division with walks. The Yankees have more, 339. I think they might lead the league. So, so the other New York team is just slightly above us. Atlanta is close. Los Angeles is at 376. So I guess that's probably like the Shohei effect. They probably get a lot of intentional walks. So it makes sense that the Yankees and the Dodgers are way ahead of everyone, which is interesting. All right, so Derek, didn't really want him on our team. We are going to, I mean, because we got him and he's he's slightly tired. So we're going to see if we can actually just trade him away. We don't really need an old pitcher. Is there anyone a decent first baseman, but we don't really need him. So no, there's not really anyone that we really want from here. I guess a decent bat, honestly, only plays first base. I feel like we do that trade. And then we can look here at our roster, or I guess our lineups, and then I mean we could option. He's batting 200, so he's batting a little bit better. Oh, we have Jung Ho Lee back. He's not even starting in center field for us. That's interesting. I didn't realize that, but you know what? Our offense is doing better, so I'm not going to question that. So I think what we do is we drop Curtis Mead down. We bring him up, and then we just generate the lineups with that. I feel like Jung Ho Lee should just be playing over Sal. Sal's only batting 205, but he is batting a little bit better. They do have Chandler in center field, which I don't necessarily mind. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess Ronnie Mauricio is playing every day at third. I don't know. I just feel like Jung Ho Lee should play over Sal. I don't see a world where he doesn't play over him. So we will work against the AI in that regard. Let's go to the overview. Put him in left field. I actually don't really care if he plays center or left field. I don't think it really matters. We actually have a really strong outfield to be honest. And he's batting actually 310 this year, which is really interesting. So Jonathan Aranda, he's at 270, which honestly, Spencer Torkelson, he's batting 209. So maybe we just give Montero a chance to play some first base and see if that continues to pump our offense up. So honestly, not too bad of a trade for us. So they have Pablo Lopez, who is their ace, or at least one of their best pitchers. Their bullpen devastated, so they're gonna have to go to Brock Stewart, and then probably Michael Tonkin, however you'd say that, and then to Johan Duran. So we kind of know the trajectory that they're going to go, but the first thing we need to do is to be able to get through Pablo Lopez. He takes first pitch strike, second pitch for a ball, 2-1 count, 2-2 count, and he is going to hit a single to start off this game after a full count, which is the best result that you could ask for. He's going to try to steal second eventually. It's a 1-0 count. He's a little too scared to steal. Again, a little too scared to steal. Steal second base, buddy. You have 113 stolen bases. There he goes. Let's see. See if he can steal third too. He does. So it's a full count for Jung Ho Lee. See if he can drive in that run. Hits a ground ball, and that is going to drive in the run there. So Jung Ho Lee has a productive at bat. Brandon Lowe is going to take the first pitch, the second pitch, the third pitch for a strike, fourth pitch for a strike, and he's going to swing away and strike out looking. First pitch for a strike for Elihuris Montero. I don't really know how to say his first name. And he is going to strike out swinging. So unfortunate for him, but we do get a run across. For Spencer Howard, he is getting another start. I feel like, do we have... I guess Shane McCallahan is healthy as well. Yeah, we're going to let Spencer Howard get another start because he is still at a 1.35 ERA, so not too bad. So that's first pitch, second pitch, or second batter, I should say. So scoreless inning for him. Spencer is actually playing, or is actually DHing today, so he didn't get fully taken out of the lineup. And he's in a strikeout swinging there. So a lot of strikeouts so far for Pablo. Not a good look for us. He's only at 29 pitches, so we need to get him cooking with some more pitches. 2-2 count. Parker Meadows gets to a full count, but does get out there. So Spencer is going to get the first out, the second out, and gives up a 2-out single. Gives up a double and is able to work through it and get through another inning. Love to see it. Pablo is going to throw a first pitch ball, a second pitch ball, a third pitch ball, fourth pitch strike, and he is going to walk Ronnie Mauricio on 5 pitches. So Dylan is up here. We're not going to try to steal this time. The vibe's off. So 2-1 count, 2-2 count. He's going to swing away, and it's going to be a fielder's choice. So, their player was injured. So Dylan Dingler is now on first after the fielder's choice. Chandler's going to take the first pitch for a ball, first pitch for a strike, second pitch for a ball, third ball, 2-2 count. He swings away, and he's going to hit a single, which is going to allow them to get to second and third because Chandler is just super fast, and Dylan is not too slow himself. Jung Ho Lee with another chance to drive in a run. It's a 2-0 count, 3-0, 3-1. Full count. Let's see if he's clutch again. Oh, he's not. Unfortunate. So we have 2 guys on base for our slugger. He has 68 RBIs on the year. It's an 0-2 count, and he is not going to clutch up and get a base hit. Unfortunate. Spencer is through 2 innings, has 5 strikeouts, 35 pitches. So decent amounts. He's gotten 2 outs, and he gets through another scoreless inning. So he might have really solidified his spot in the rotation. So we really like to see that. First pitch ball 1-1 count, 2-1, 2-2. He swings away and strikes out again. So unfortunately, I did not hit take. I hit swing, and of course, he first pitch swings. We don't need that here. We don't do that. It's not our motto here. So Brian Recchio is going to hit a fly ball here. He works it to a full count. Spencer Howard has 1 walk today in 3 innings and 5 strikeouts. He gives up the leadoff single. He gets to a 3-0 count. It's a wild pitch. The guy gets a second. It's a bunt, which gets the runner to third. Ryan Jeffers is up, who is going to hit a ground ball, which is going to score the tying run. And a 2-out single. He's then going to steal, but that's it. So the game is now tied. So unfortunately for Spencer Howard, he has allowed the run in, but it is what it is. So he's at 75 pitches in the 5th inning. So if we have a pretty decent inning, then he might be done today. 2-2 count, and he's able to get a walk there. We'd love to see it. It's a 0-1 count because he refused to steal. 1-1 count because now he decided to steal. 2-1 count, 3-1 count, full count, and he swings away, which he's going to reach on an air as well, which is nice. So we'd love to see that. Mauricio is going to steal second and get thrown out. Unfortunate. Dylan is going to take the second pitch for a strike and then swing away and strike out looking. So unfortunate for us. Chandler Simpson, 0-1, 0-2, and he's going to strike out swinging. So we do get a runner to third, but unfortunately, Ronnie was just a little bit too slow and kind of messed up that momentum that we had. At 68 pitches, he's going to give up a leadoff double. Gets the first out of the inning. Gives up another hit, but it doesn't score the run. He does give up the go-ahead run. He gives up another single to give up another run. Walks the bases loaded. Oh, well, Spencer Howard collapsed there, so unfortunate for him, but he gets to stay in to finish this inning because now the game is over. Well, at least the chances. So Pablo's at 94 pitches, which means Jungle Lee can take some pitches. If he gets on base, I imagine that Pablo's going to get taken out, but he's going to get a ground out here, so they're going to leave him in with 101 pitches. 2-0 count, 3-0, and he's going to get a walk. So, yep, now they bring in a new pitcher. This is Montero's time to shine, and he is not going to shine. Wow, he has struck out 3 times today, so not working out for us. And now it is still 8-1. So unfortunately, Spencer Howard's given up 8 runs in 5 innings of pitching, which means that we need to find someone else to come in for him. I don't really want to bring in Pedro again. It might be a Shane Baez day, or actually it's a Yancey type day, because he's someone that can go back to AAA at any point, gives off the leadoff double. We're just trying to get through these innings now. Unfortunately, he's just, Yancey, you're just going to pitch the rest of this game. We forgot our strategy. So we are cooked this game. So unfortunately, it looks like we are not going to be able to win this series. Yancey is pitching the rest of this game, whether he wants to or not. Unless we score like 5 or 6 runs, which I don't really envision us doing. But we're going to continue our strategy. If we can't win, they will also have to struggle with their pitching. So we do get a leadoff or a 2-out walk. Branlow takes 2 strikes and then gets out. So 10-1. Yancey gets 2 outs real quick and gets a quick inning there. So unfortunately, our pitching has really, our hitting honestly has let us down too, with only 2 hits, 2 strikes, and it is going to be 4 strikeouts from Montero. That is actually quite brutal. So 1 out here in the 9th, 2-1 count, 3-1, 3-2, swings away and pops out. Brian Recchio 0-1 or 1-1, 1-2, and he's going to be the, oh no, he gets a walk. There's still life. Not a lot of life. 2-2, and that's going to be the last out of the inning. So unfortunate that Spencer Howard pitched really well for a couple innings and then just entirely collapsed in his last inning. Unfortunate for us. I don't think we play the Twins again. Most series are a 1-1. It'd be nice if we did have a 4-game series because that's where we'd really be able to have that advantage. But Montero, 4 strikeouts. What a great start for him. So that kind of feels bad. He has his batting average dropped below 300, so we are destroying his average quite rapidly. So unfortunate for us. We're 6 games back from the Yankees. We're still in that wild card race, so we're still doing a decent job in that regard. We can look at our pitching as well. So Yancey came in. I think he can go back to Triple A. Or, I mean, we can just waive him. Oh, he's 31. I'm not really worried about keeping him on the team. How are you doing in Durham with a 3.01 or 09? So you can get some middle relief innings. He can earn his way back into the starting rotation because Spencer Howard still 3.41 despite having that game just completely go the wrong direction for him there at the end. So kind of shows how well he has been pitching it to give up 8 runs and still have a 3.41 ERA. We can look at our lineups here as well. So I'm kind of fine leaving it here, giving Montero another chance to bat cleanup. But I mean, 4 strikeouts is pretty rough. So Alex Cobb is getting the start for them. So we know what the strategy is. We don't swing. We ain't about that life. So 2-1, 2-2, and a leadoff single. I feel like he's getting a lot of leadoff singles. So we'd love to see that. 1-0 count, he steals second. A 2-0 count, he steals third. So Jung Ho Lee, see if he's able to drive in a run, and he's able to do that with a single. So glad we put Jung Ho Lee back in the lineup. I don't know why they wanted to put Sal in the lineup over him. Takes the first pitch strike, second pitch ball, 1-2 count, and he's going to strike out swinging. So ball 1, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and he's going to get a walk here. So a pretty productive first inning for us. He's 19 pitches. We still have 1 out, but the inning could end really quick with a double play, which we're going to hope that we can continue it, and he's going to fly out there. So they have to at least face another batter, already at 26 pitches. A wild pitch gets both runners to advance up to second and third. Brian Rocchio is at a 3-1 count, 3-1, and he's going to get walked here on the 5th pitch. Parker Meadows is up with bases loaded, 0-1, a 1-1, a 1-2, and he unfortunately is going to strike out there with the bases loaded. So a lot of action for us in the first inning, a lot of pitches thrown, and a productive start. Of course, we can never hold a lead. What is this? Our best pitchers always are just stinking. Yandy Diaz, who we traded from our team earlier in the year, he's batting 258, so he's batting a little bit better. But yeah, we just didn't want him. He just was stinking in our middle of our lineup, and unfortunately, he's going to strike out looking there to start out this second inning. Xavier Fernandez is getting the start today. 1-1 count, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, and he's going to swing away and ground out there. Unfortunate. Chandler Simpson with a base hit his first at bat. 2-0 count, 2-1, 2-2, and he's going to ground out there. So not the best. I mean, a 1-2-3 inning, of course, is not ideal, but he is still throwing a lot of pitches, so we'll double check that. Chris Bryant, who we also traded to Detroit, of course, hits a double, but he's only batting 197, so I mean, still a good trade for us, I would say. So already at 52 pitches without throwing anything into the third, so a decent start for us, but we need a little bit of, we just need a couple of hits. Like, that's really the key with the strategy is like, if you can get a couple of hits with it, hits or walks really, then you're just going to exponentially increase the amount of pitches that he has to throw. Fortunately, Montero doesn't strike out, but he does hit a pop-up. Jonathan Randa is up. Ball 1, ball 2, 2-2, and I guess that works out. I hit something. Okay. Shane McCallahan, he's going to get the first out, the second out, gives up a 2-out double, but he's able to work through that. So 3 hits for them, but only 1 run. Brian Rocchio is up. We might be able to get him out of the inning if we can get a guy on. 3-1 count, which we do get a guy on. So Alex Cobb is at 78 pitches. Don't worry, we're not stealing with Brian Rocchio. He will not risk it. 3-1 count. Full count, swings away, and flies out. 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, swings away, pops out. Unfortunate. Takes the first pitch. Second pitch. I also forgot that I'm playing a whole bunch of games in this video, but that's fine. This can just be a longer video. I'm in a groove. And that's going to be it for us. So we'll check his pitches the next inning. He's got to be pretty close. We get Yandy Diaz out. We get Matt Vierling out. And we get the third outs of the inning there. Oh, I have to do work. Profile sheet together for the first slide. How is this sign with 5 openings? I don't want to do that. Whatever. All right, so no outs for us. They brought in a new pitcher here, so we'd love to see that. We're going to look at their bullpen. So their bullpen's pretty healthy today. We're going to continue our strategy, though. 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and he strikes out swinging. So we're going to continue the strategy forever. Jung-Ho Lee gets another base hit. Love to see that. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. I think maybe if we get to 3-1 now, we continue our strategy. We don't deviate. There we go. We're not deviating. we are continuing with this. I mean, we're getting a lot more walks, which is seemingly helping us out. Man, that's not deep enough to score him. Unfortunate. Jonathan Aranda's up 0-1, 0-2, and that is going to be it for that inning. So Shane McCallaghan through 4 is 3 strikeouts, getting up 1 run, now 1 walk. Wild pitch gets him the second, gets the first out of the inning, the second out, and does get through that inning just fine. Corey Nebel is at 24 pitches. It's a 2-0 count, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, and Brian Rocchio is going to ground out. What I was considering was allowing them to swing on a 3-1 count. So we'll try that here. Doesn't work. So I think maybe a 3-1 count, we just swing away then. 3-0 count we definitely take, and then we swing away. So I feel like mathematically, like a 3-1 count is going to be your best pitch to hit. So maybe we change that. So we tried it that inning, it didn't work out, but we are still getting to throw a lot of pitches. So Jason Foley is now in for them. 0-2. Unfortunate. Chandler Simpson. So I guess it's either 2 strikes or a 3-1 count. So Chandler is going to get some more stolen bases. 2-0 count here for Jung-Ho Lee. 2-0 count, 2-1, 3-1. So we allow him to swing away, and he pops out, or lines out, I guess, to shortstop. Brand Lowe is going to take the first pitch for a strike, the second pitch, and he's going to hit a single here, which is going to score Chandler Simpson and give us the lead. So we love to see that. First pitch for a strike, second pitch for a ball, 2-1 count, 2-2 count, swings away and hits a double, which is going to get us another run. So we now have a 3-1 lead for Jonathan Randa. So Montero hits a clutch double there. So we'd love to see that. I think that's his first hit since we traded for him. A 3-1 count, so we're going to allow him to swing away, and that is going to be it for the inning. So Shane McCallaghan is at 81 pitches. He is now through, or gave up a single, so he has 1 out here and a double play. So a quick 7th inning for him. We'd love to see that. Tyler Holton is up. Let's check their bullpen to see how they're doing. So they're running out of pitching, but they have a couple of high energy pitchers that are left. So a good start for the series here. So 1-2 count and a ground out for Brian Rocchio. Parker is up here. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and he swings away and hits a double. So we'd love to see that. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. Swings away and grounds out. Xavier Fernandez is up. I don't believe he has had a hit today. Nope, he is 0 for 3. It's 3-0 count, 3-1 count. He's swinging away and unfortunately is going to get out here again. So Shane McCallaghan's at 100 pitches. He's thrown 7 innings, only 1 run. So pitched well for us today. So we'd love to see that. So in the 8th inning, we can bring in one of our setup guys, which this time is going to be Pete, because I don't trust Tim in a situation like this because he's pitched pretty poorly, even though it would be a good lefty-lefty matchup. Pete gives up a base hit there, gives up a second base hit, gives up an additional base hit. So he's come in and pitched really well, giving up a run. Bases are now loaded, so we'd love to see that. So the bases are loaded now for Yandy Diaz, so we can't do anything about that. I think we just bring in Chapman and just hope for the best. So this could be a disaster, and looks like he comes in and throws a double play. Wow. So that worked out quite well. So that's going to be ball 1, strike 1, ball 2, 3-1 count. He's going to swing away and ground out. So first out of the inning, 0-1 count, 1-1 count, 2-1, 2-2. Jung-Ho Lee is going to hit a double here. So he is coming back with a vengeance after getting benched accidentally for a little bit. An intentional walk for Brandon Lowe, which is interesting. We don't see those a lot. but Montero should be able to make them pay. 1-1 count, 2-1, 3-1. He swings away and he makes them pay with a base hit up the middle, which is going to score Jung Ho Lee, and the trailing runner gets out. So we have 2 outs there with a runner on first base for Jonathan Aranda. So 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and he swings away, which is going to be the last out of the inning. So we still have Chapman that's in. He threw 2/3 of an inning. Well, I guess technically rolled into a double play. He gives up a single here with 1 out, a double here. So he needs to get the last 2 outs. He's going to blow a save, unfortunate, and he's able to get through that. So now we're into the 10th inning. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. First pitch for a ball, first pitch for a strike, second pitch for a ball, third pitch for a ball, 2-2 count, and he's going to strike out looking. Love to see that. 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, swings away, and he gets walked. Takes the first pitch for a ball, the second pitch for a ball, 2-1 count, 2-2 count. He's going to swing away and hit a single, which is not going to score the run, but load the bases up for Xavier Fernandez, who's batting .256 this year as our backup catcher. It's a 1-1 count, and it's a wild pitch, so that's actually going to put us ahead a run, so we'd love to see that. It's still a 2-1 count, a 3-1 count, so Xavier can swing away, and he is going to hit a single up the middle to get us 2 more runs, so we'd love to see that. So we are actually cooking through their bullpen in extra innings. Yeah, they're down to a lot. So we're not going to leave Chapman in most likely. I don't think he's going to have enough stamina for that, and that's going to be a strikeout looking. So we have 2 outs here. It's a 1-0 count, a 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and he's going to swing away and strike out. We do get 3 across in the 10th, so we'd love to see that. Chapman's at 20 pitches. I feel like we just kind of leave him in. That's a single there. He gives up a run. Can he get out? All right, he gets an out. He gets. Oh, we gotta. Oh, he's at 40 pitches. Yeah, he's cooked. Do we bring in Emmett? That would be a disaster. I actually don't know who to bring in, so it's a lefty. In theory, Tim, but he pitched really bad in his last one. I don't know. I think we just gotta go with Tim. Garris has more stamina or more energy. Do we get the second out? Nope. He gets the second out of the inning. Can he clutch up? Can he clutch up? Oh, he does. That was nerve-wracking. So we score 3 in the 10th, and they come back and score 2 in the bottom of the 10th. Almost come back and take that lead. Well, we got them through a lot of pitching, so that was a pretty good sign for us. Moving into this next game, we'll have Ryan Pepio up. That's going to be it for this one, so sorry for the longer video. Got a little carried away, but it happened. So I'll talk to you all in the next one. I hope you all have a great day. Peace.